Hello and welcome back to a new video, guys. We are going to be reviewing some of my matches. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you guys all my tips. They are not only be applied to this only deck, so you can do like the same process with your decks. You got to think about your cards, think about your enemies' cards. So if you're not playing the exact same deck I'm using right now, which is this one, this is no problem. It's just that you get an understanding of how like people review their matches and improve. So we're going to be looking at some of my last matches. We're going to be starting with this one. It was so amazing, guys. I think this might have been the cleanest game ever. So guys, if you enjoyed the content, just leave a like and follow. I'll be very happy. And of course, if you have any questions, guys, as always, please put everything in the comments. Like every single second you can pause and think about why did you do that, and just write it in the comments. I'll be happy. So we're gonna actually be going same time here with the miner. Pretty unfortunate, because we usually want to defend the Dark Prince with the miner or the Skeleton King. So a small tank against the Dark Prince. So there I just go for my minions, because look at this, he still has to spell them because it's going to be a big counter push for him. And I did not have the best cycle here in that second, did not really have any other better option. So I just went for the minion horde on that side. Could have done also the opposite, went for the Skarmy on the left side and the minion horde on the right, but luckily he just threw his rage away. We could have defended anyways with like a Skeleton King plus ability, but fortunately he just wasted one spell here and we could get a better defense. So right now I will not go in here, because I know he is running Sparky like 99%. If I go in here with my Skeleton King, he will just go Sparky in the same lane. It's going to kill my Skeleton King, which is going to get 0 value. He's going to get a great counter push, and we will not get anything out of it. So we have to be super patient against him, and we simply have to cycle some miners and let him get like the game going. Like I said, Skeleton King versus the Dark Prince here, and also the Mortar on the Sparky. Wait, did I press record, guys? Yes, I did, fortunately. Okay, yeah. So I will also only go for my vines here. We are showing the vines, which is not ideal because we want to be like a bit of a surprise factor, but it doesn't really matter in this situation. We did not really have a better answer, and the vines do not get any value any other way against him. I will go for here for my Mother Witch and my Skeleton Army, because I know I will have to go for something more. And we cycle to the evolution, which is super important against him, because we know he has 2 small spells, which is kind of a difficult matchup. Also having the what is it called, the Electro Wizard, but him running we're gonna be slow. Wait. Him running only like not a splash unit like a wizard or something. We know when we force out the spells with the evolution Skeleton Army, we can go for a great minion horde. So right there I pop the ability, because I know he will either have to use a small spell and I will get more value from the minion horde, and my Mother Witch is staying alive, which is awesome. I will also go immediately for the vines here, because I know there some units are still alive and I will get tower damage, which is super important in this matchup. Usually if they do not play very bad, you will not get a tower here, and you will simply chip down with miners, and if you're running a different variation, maybe with a skeleton barrel or something. So yeah, we're gonna be going again like every single time high with the what is it called, high with the mortar, like opposite of the side where the Sparky is coming. Right here is trying a dual lane push, and I know now he has just used his evolution zap on defense, which was super important. We forced it out by going for the Skeleton King ability, and so now we can get great value. Like in the past videos, like you see, we're going for Skeleton Army evolution on defense and the minion horde high. Whichever side you want. We could have done it here the other way around too, but I want to get like the high DPS on the side where the Sparky and the what is it called, the Goblin Giant is, yes, Goblin Giant. So I know now he has to spell either one, and the other one will get crazy value. So right here we are still gonna defend also with the Skeleton King, so the skeletons on the right will get more value. Now the Skeleton King is gonna be super big on offense, because we know He just used his rage. He has only his zap, so he can either zap the left side, the Skeleton King, which the ability I'm gonna pop very soon, and then of course going for the minor opposite side when we went for the minion horde on defense, some minions survive and we can get opposite like some more value out of these like couple ones left here. Only 2 left and they will take out the entire tower, and we can just Vines again here and take it out. Super amazing match. We did not get a single time any hits on the tower and we played it down like perfectly, I'd say. Alright, gonna be looking at this one. This one was a little bit rough at first, but as soon as I got the hang of the matchup, I understood what was going on and I completely adjusted my game plan. Right here at the beginning I was like, do I go for mortars or aggressive, do I not go for them? And as soon as I realized what was the case, the game shifted completely and we had him under control. Again, gonna be super important that you remember and like think about the cards which are great against you. Or like, for example, against him, he has the evolution E-Dragon and he has the Nado, which are both gonna be really annoying against our spam. Also having the bowler in there gonna be annoying against the Skeleton King. So let's see. We're gonna be starting off with a little bit of chip left and right. Not really too much here. Of course, the miner would have been the perfect answer, but we want to, of course, cycle to evolution skeleton army. So I'm still gonna go for the skeleton army here. Even though, like, normally you would not go for a skeleton army on a bowler. He gets the King Tower activation. I did not really think about that in that moment, but it won't really matter too much. Of course, a little bit, but yes. Yeah, we would have been had to be careful like every single second when with the minor placement, and I think that would have been so freaking hard. I will just again go for my witch here. I know we have the minion horde against the balloon, and he does not have a way of taking that out. I think I'm just gonna let that go actually. Simply gonna go for a mini P here and also a skeleton army. We're again cycling to the evolution. To be honest, against him, gonna be a bit difficult to get some value from that. But again, like I say, every single time, single elixir is like the phase where you slowly start to like try to understand your enemy, try to understand what he's running, try to understand which cards get value, which do not. And yeah, the Mother Witch is gonna be super important against him here because he does not get he's not able to kill it anytime. Like he does not have a big spell, and that's why we are not cycling the Mother Witch. When they are running big spells, we cycle our range cards opposite the side they want to go on. When they do not have a big spell, we want to play it reactively because they get big value. Right here, a bit of an unfortunate situation because we do get a little bit of tower damage because he has his evolution E-Drag, like I said, super annoying against us. We do force out the some elixir on the right here with the Skeleton King ability, which is pretty nice. We are now up, and now the tides shift, guys. Now I understood what I'm doing right now. I'm not getting anything done. I'm not being aggressive. I'm just simply sitting in my base doing nothing. Now I knew I have to somehow get some offense going, so we start going in. I will go here aggressively. Both sides gonna be applied some pressure here. And now I realize, wait, when he does not have the E-Dragon evolution and cycle, we can simply go, wait, did I record with audio? Please tell me yes, guys. Jesus Christ, I was scared for a second. When he does not have the evolution E-Drag, we can go in with a minion horde, like defending the mortar, which is gonna get so much value. Look at this. He used the freeze on it, which is already giving us only a -1 trade. It kills everything right here, and there's still some of the minions being aggressive after that. Like I said in the game before, going with the minion horde like defensively and then going for a miner to like support the couple of minions still being alive, because usually they will not all die from his his spells on offense if they do not have like arrows or something. I will also be going here for a miner, super important miner here, and the vines, because I know I will only get a little bit of chip in this matchup, because there's not a real way where I will break through completely. With the evolution E-Dragon in his deck, it's gonna be super difficult. Again, and super bad freeze for him. To be honest, that might have lost him the entire game. We now can go again, dual lane pressure, gonna go with the mortar opposite, gonna be aggressive here because I know I want him to use the evolution E-Drake on defense, or like him using it on the right side here, because I do not want it to deal with it on offense. I will again go here for a mortar in the middle, and also vines on the right. Really be careful about this evolution E-Drake, guys. It is so freaking hard. Okay, yeah, here it's 10 seconds left, and he knows it's already over. There's no real way for him to break through here anymore, and we get the win. The start was super rough. I did not understand what was going on. I did not understand that I had to go for the initiative and apply some pressure. But as soon as like the game was going a bit further and he had used his evolution E-Dragon, I knew we could go in with the mortar and try a bit of aggressive plays here. Alright, I think this one was also pretty great. Gonna show you that one, which is a super popular meta deck right now, and the wizard of course being very annoying, but this deck is running lightning, so we have a bit of an advantage because none of our cards really require to be getting like lightning. And yeah, we're gonna go here defensively, pretty much elixir, but it's totally fine. Against him, skeleton army on defense gonna get crazy value on offense, not that much. So we're gonna be using that mostly on defense against the piggies. Gonna go in here with the minion horde as soon as I realized he was not running the delivery when he used his barbarian barrel, but then I realized, oh fuck, he's running wizard. I did expect him to be running the musketeer here, but then I realized musketeer variation is running the delivery, so I did not really think straight in that moment. But I now know he used his wizard, so we know we can go. I thought about going aggressive here with the mortar, but he played his piggy, so I thought, why not cycle to the evolution mortar and the evolution skeleton army at the same time here while defending his piggies, which is super awesome, of course. So against him, you do not want to, of course, cycle your skeleton king because he is running the piggy, so you usually want to play your skeleton king against the piggies. When you cycle, you of course your mother witch in the back, you want to support it. Right there I was not really ready mentally, and I played a really late minion horde. If I was ready here, we would have taken like 500 less damage, and it's gonna be a really nice situation because we get some really big chip on the right, and the wizard is dying, which is super big. So we just go for the skeleton king. I do not know what this what is it called, Royal Ghost evolution was here. Was a bit trashy, but yes. I believe we are gonna go aggressive here, because against him, if we go aggressive, it is either gonna force out a lot of elixir on defense, or he's gonna be forced to go for the wizard, and then we get some great value with our minion horde opposite. I'm just gonna go for the Skami here on defense. Like I said, the Skami, look at this, guys. Skami getting crazy value, 0 damage. And look at this, also really important. Same thing as with the minion horde when you go for the mother witch defensively. If you go for the mother witch plus the miner, it is such a big threat, Jesus Christ, because the mother witch is like really high DPS. You never really realize it, but mother witch gets so much value on offense when he does a low elixir. So right there we're again gonna go for vines, I believe. Yes, awesome vines. Gonna my stuff gonna be surviving here, and we get a really great situation against him. Super important, this one offensive mortar, I think like around here, super important. And then just simply not going for your skeleton army offensively. Why would you against him? And just simply going for it on defense. Your minion horde should not be played into the wizard, like you have to be careful about that too. Not really playing too many minion hordes against him. and simply also this mother witch is pretty important. I should have placed it a bit earlier and then I would have gotten 2 piggies. But yeah, when you go for the ability here from the mini P, you're gonna be able to like get more piggies out of it, like at the same situation. And also like him having only one small tank gonna make the mini P really annoying for him to defend. Also the vines, playing that on the wizard here, really nice play. Also him having only one small spell and the wizard as splash, also the Royal Ghost, but that's not really too much splash. Gonna make the ability from the Skeleton King get some really great value. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope we learned something. And if you still have any questions, put them all in the comments. We are gonna be continue pushing the next couple of days. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please let me know. And you guys have an amazing day. Stay confident, and I will see you too.